Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam niyo, in fairness sa IRCC, ewan ko kung napapansin din po ninyo, no? Lately, lagi nilang ina-update yung kanilang website. Lalo na yung mga nagpapakita ng data tungkol sa processing times ng mga application o yung data sa bilang ng mga student permits and work permits na nai-issue na this year. No? Ina-update nila yung mga infographics sila at they're good. I'm liking it. Madali na ngayon intindihin. For example, no, let me share with you this one. This one pertains to the number of students and temporary workers now in Canada, international students, no. Simple na ngayon yung kanilang infographics, pati yung mga sentences nila, okay, magaling na ang paliwanag. I am guessing this is part of IRCC's way to boost transparency. At dahil dito sa enhanced transparency na ito, maganda yan. Bakit? It makes people understand better what is going on. Especially for those who have pending PR applications o yung mga mag-a-apply pa lang. Alam na nila kung anong nangyayari, alam na nila kung ano yung aasahan. Okay? At related dyan ang ating topic. Okay? Puntahan natin ito, yan. Isa rin po itong bago mula sa IRCC. Nakita niyo yung title. Inside IRCC's Application Processing System. We are going to focus doon sa processing system nila for pending PR applications. Okay. Many of you, I'm sure, are asking, bakit ang tagal? Wala pa akong naririnig mula sa IRCC. Nag-file ako ng application ko nitong buwan na ito. Mag-iisang taon na, wala pa akong balita. And then you start asking yourself, naku, mali ba yung nasubmit ko? Naku, na-check na kaya yung background ko? Baka may nakita. Naku, baka pinagbibintang ang peke yung isang dokumento ko? O baka may kulang ako? Kung ano-ano nang naiisip mo, no? Well, it could be many things. But with this new information from IRCC, it is clear. Meron pa tayong isang dahilan. Okay? Kung bakit maaring wala pa kayong nakukuhang balita mula sa IRCC, it's because apparently, there are thousands of PR applications that are waitlisted. Hindi pa po nila pinaprocess. Bakit? Walang space. Walang space. Remember guys, meron pong tinatawag na immigration levels plan ang Canada. Nakatakda po dyan yung bilang ng mga bagong PRs na tatanggapin sa taong ito, sa kada taon, rather. Ito po yung immigration levels plan ngayon. Okay? So for the year 2026, may 380,000 admissions ang nakaset for overall PRs, lahat ng categories. Whether economic, family sponsorships, etc. So ibig sabihin, pag sinabing wala na pong space, mas marami ngayon ang mga nagsubmit ng applications, way more than 380,000. Okay, kaya wala ng space. Ano po ang paliwanag ngayon ng IRCC? Balikan natin itong site na ito. Nandito po yan. If space remains in our yearly target, we process the application. If there is no space, the application waits until space becomes available. When we receive more applications for a program than there are spaces in the levels plan, some applications must wait until space becomes available in a future year. At yan ang isa sa mga nagpapatagal ng processing times. So, ibig sabihin, kunyari ngayon, it's July. Hindi mo alam, baka yung application mo hindi pa inuumpisahan talagang buksan at busisiin. Pwedeng sa 2027 pa siya umpisahan. Kasi nga, baka, isa ka dun sa naka-waitlist na application. Alright? Let me give you an idea again. Balikan natin yung immigration levels plan. For economic PRs, ang total admissions po na nakaset dyan ay, ayan, economic yan. Total admissions for 2026, 239,800. Balikan natin yung isa, economic PR applications. For 2026, ang na-finalize na raw 111,000. Okay. Applications not yet finalized, 238,335. I-total nyo po yung dalawang yan. That is almost 350,000. Okay, so may extra. So yung admissions na nasa immigration levels plan, 239,000 plus. Ang pending applications na po, 349. So nakita nyo may mahigit 100 na pong, so meron ng mahigit 100,000 sobra. Dito lang po yan sa economic category. At yan ang dahilan kung bakit dito po sa applications na not yet finalized, eto na may data na rin, 25% are waiting for space under yearly targets. Yan yung sinasabi nating waitlist. I think immigration practitioners and those who study immigration would understand na, oo, alam na namin yan, ano? The thing is, it was never made clear kasi in previous data from IRCC, at least those shared to the public. At least ngayon, it's clear. So for PR applications, under economic category, ano ba yung mga yan? Yung express entry, ayan, federal business programs, regional economic programs, PNPs, Atlantic Immigration Program, Rural Community Immigration Pilot, tsaka yung Francophone. O, lahat yan. May 25% po sa mga pending applications ay hindi pa pinaprocess at naka-waitlist. Okay? Let's go to the other category, family. Okay, family PR sponsorships. Since January 1, 45,900 na ang na-finalize. Naku, ang dami pa nung pending. 159,756 at 40% of them are waiting for space under yearly targets. Ang laking porsyento, no? 4 out of 6 people with pending family sponsorship applications ay naka-waitlist. So that includes spouses, children, parents and grandparents, and international adoptions. Okay. Kaya ngayon, maiintindihan mo, kaya rin talaga pinos na muna siguro. Isa rin po siguro itong dahilan for the pausing of the parents and grandparents sponsorships, no? Ito naman, sa mga protected persons, refugees, finalized 42,800. Ang dami nung pending applications, mahigit 300,000. At sa mahigit 300,000 na yan, almost half are waiting for space under yearly targets. So at least meron na tayong ganitong information, ano? Again, mas transparent na ngayon ng IRCC sa kung ano ang nangyayari. Dati po kasi ang meron lang tayong access yung processing times, di ba? Sinasabi kung ilan na yung applications are being serviced within service standards, di ba? Ganyan yung sinasabi ngayon. Now, at least they're taking it a step further. Baka yung tanong po ng ilan sa inyo, bakit tumatanggap ng applications kung puno na pala? Siyempre, yan din ang nasa isip ko, no? Unfortunately, wala akong kausap ngayon na immigration practitioner or immigration lawyer to gather insights on this, no? That is something obviously best answered by IRCC, kung bakit ganun po yung polisiya. Pero kung ako lang naman itatanong yun, nung nasa isip ko dyan, siguro dahil mahalaga on the part of the government to always have a pipeline of applicants ready to be processed. Kumbaga para walang tigil yung pagkuha nila as soon as space becomes available. Nakakabenepisyo po yun on the part of the government. But then of course, may downside po yan for the applicants lalo na. The first one, obviously, is yung long processing time. Hindi nila alam how long they will be waiting. Siyempre, dyan sa waiting period na yan, they end up making life-changing decisions. Siguro kaya talaga mas maganda kung ikaw ay may pending application, don't make any life-changing decisions yet, no? Keep everything as is. Hanggang talagang mas klaro na yung estado ng iyong PR application, no? Speaking of enforcing caps sa intakes, I just realized they actually have done this for some of the programs. Halimbawa na nga lang yung sa parents and grandparents, that is also a PR application. Caregiver program, that is also a PR application. Okay, so siguro pinaprioritize din talaga ng Canada kung ano yung mga PR categories na kanilang ikakap at yung talagang continuous pa rin yung intake ng applications. Okay, iba naman po kasi yung mismong intake sa mismong pag-admit ng mga PR na ito. Siguro at this point, ang mahalaga at kahit papano ginagawa po ng IRCC, ini-improve na nila yung transparency ng kanilang processing data. At least now, applicants have a better understanding of why there are long wait times for some applications. Before we go, baka po pala may nagtatanong sa inyo kung meron ding wait lists for temporary resident applications. Wala pong naka-indicate dito sa IRCC website. Ito lang po ang nakasulat dyan. For temporary residents, ang finalized na raw since January 1, 2026 ay almost 1.3 million study permits, work permits, and visitor visas. Okay, ang hindi pa raw na-finalize, 404,070. Hindi tulad nung sa PRs, wala pong nakasulat dito tungkol sa mga waitlist. Wala po. Okay, well, short but sweet ang ating episode. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section, okay? I'll end this here. Bye, everybody!